Hello and salam keluarga Malaysia. This is Updates at Noon and I'm Mohana Priya. Making the headlines today, Malaysia and Turkey set to further enhance bilateral ties. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob is scheduled to arrive in Istanbul tomorrow for an official visit to Turkey. Upon landing, the Premier will be visiting the SAHIH Gökçen International Airport, which is managed by Malaysia Airport Holdings Berhad MAHB.
Pada masa ini, Malaysia Airport Holdings Berhad telah melabur sebanyak kira-kira 500 juta euros di dalam ekuiti untuk menguruskan Istanbul SAHIH Gökçen Airport. Pada masa ini juga, Malaysia Airport Holdings Berhad sedang berbincang dengan kerajaan Turki dalam usaha untuk menambahkan kerjasama dalam mendapatkan projek-projek perkembangan airport. Jika perkara ini berlaku, saya percaya MAHB akan menambahkan pelaburan tersebut bagi mengembangkan operasi MAHB di negara ini.
The SAHIH Gökçen Airport is an airport fully managed by MAHB in Turkey, which has a capacity of about 41 million passengers annually. Currently, it has contributed to about 25% of the company's revenue. According to a statement, MAHB expects the operations of the airport to return to full capacity as it was before the COVID-19 pandemic by 2025. Meanwhile, Malaysia and Turkey will also be increasing ties in the aerospace industry as well as defence and economy. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob will be meeting President Recep Tayyip Erdogan for the first time this Thursday. The Prime Minister's 4-day official visit to the Republic is at the invitation by President Erdogan. This clearly demonstrates the priority placed upon Malaysia as one of its bilateral partners in West Asia. The summit of the Prime Minister's visit will be a four-eyed meeting with Erdogan at the presidential complex.
Pertemuan antara Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri dengan Presiden Erdogan merupakan pertemuan dua pemimpin Islam yang penting, yang berkaliber pada masa ini. Pada masa saya percaya semasa pertemuan ini, kedua-dua pemimpin akan berbincang usaha-usaha cara untuk mengembangkan kerjasama ekonomi dua hala, kerjasama politik dan memupuk persefahaman. Di samping itu juga membincangkan isu-isu antarabangsa sejagat seperti isu Ukraine dan juga isu-isu keselamatan seperti keselamatan makanan.
Malaysia and Turkey will finalize 15 memorandums of understanding and letters of intent during the visit. They involve efforts on education, health, media and communication, health tourism, as well as economic collaborations. Aside from that, the Premier will also visit two giant playmakers in the Turkish defence and aerospace industry, MKE Corporation and Turkish Aerospace Industries in Ankara. In 2021, Turkey was Malaysia's third largest trade partner in West Asia. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob hinted that the Bantuan Keluarga Malaysia BKM cash aid may be increased if the prices of goods continue to rise in the country. This is to ensure that the B40 group will not be too heavily burdened by the cost of living should the price hike persist.
Tak pernah berlaku dalam sejarah kajian bagi lebih daripada 2,000. Kita bagi 2,600. Kalau kes tak selesai lagi, harga barang naik lagi, fasa ketiga, fasa keempat ada lagi, mungkin kita akan bagi tambah lagi untuk kepentingan rakyat.
He said the government will look into ways and means to address the rising prices of goods and will not let the people suffer. Under the previous government, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the people struggled, but the current government is looking for ways so that the people are not burdened. The Premier said the present government is a government that will provide assistance either in terms of material or support in nurturing the spirit of unity in finding common ground in diversity. Malaysian pilgrims are considered lucky not only because of excellent service provided by Lembaga Tabung Haji. In fact, they are also given special privileges by the Saudi Arabian government compared to other countries. According to Minister in the Prime Minister's Department of Religious Affairs, Dato' Idris Ahmad, Tabung Haji is always committed to providing pilgrims with the best service so they can partake in their rites comfortably.
Berilah layanan yang terbaik kepada Duyufur Rahman. Semoga mungkin kadang-kadang petugas-petugas tak sempat untuk nak membaca Al-Quran, nak i'tikaf di masjid, nak sembahyang sunat banyak-banyak kerana sibuk dengan tugas sebagainya. Tapi insya-Allah dengan apa yang mereka berkhidmat tadi, mereka telah memberikan satu perkara yang akan menyambung satu amal kebajikan yang orang lain mudah buat. InsyaAllah sahamnya akan diperoleh juga oleh petugas-petugas tabung haji yang telah pun memberikan layanan yang cukup baik.
Dato' Idris arrived for a working visit at the Abraj Al-Janadriyah building yesterday. Among the privileges given to Malaysian pilgrims are the implementation of the Mecca Route Initiative and also the luxury of choosing the time to perform Jamrah or act of stoning the devil. Fishermen and anglers are recommended to be the eyes and ears for the authorities and immediately report any pollution activities at sea. Early reports from them are vital to help authorities perform enforcement as well as any other measures to curb the damage of these activities to the environment. According to Minister of Environment and Water, Dato' Sri Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man, although pollution cases at sea were still under control, the matter could not be taken lightly and needed to be monitored.
Sebab tu kalau ada dapat maklumat itu, kalau boleh rakam, dan kita akan terus ambil tindakan, insya-Allah. Jadi kadang-kadang mancing, saya pengalaman saya turun, kadang-kadang mereka juga tengah-tengah mancing, kadang-kadang dia punya minyak hitam tu sampai. Daripada mana sebenarnya? Sebab tu kalau kita nak kerjasama nelayan tempatan kita, di samping mereka waktu kerja, mereka juga harus bertanggungjawab. Kalau ada tindakan yang tidak bertanggungjawab ni, kita rakam, ambil gambar kapal dan sebagainya, time bila di mana dia punya tempat berlaku, kita terus akan ambil tindakan.
He said although the amount of black oil released into the sea was sometimes small and insignificant, the matter needed to be controlled because over time it would affect the lives of fish and other marine life. Coming up in sports, Sabah FC keep the heat on JDT in Super League title race. Sabah FC continue to put pressure on Super League leaders Johor Darul Ta'zim JDT in the hunt for the championship crown after recording a 1-0 victory over Negeri Sembilan FC at the Tuanku Abdul Rahman Stadium in Paroi last night. Negeri Sembilan FC attempted to score a goal in the 6th minute through Matheus Alves, but his shot was saved by the visitors' goalkeeper Khairul Fahmi Chehmat. South Korean import Tae Soo Park emerged the hero of the Rhino squad when he headed in a long-range free kick from Jackson D'Souza in the 62nd minute to bag the 3 points. Dato' Ong Kim Swee's men have now extended their unbeaten record to 5 matches with a total of 22 points and have 2 games in hand over third-placed Negeri Sembilan FC. The 3 points cemented Sabah FC's second place in the Super League table. Negeri Sembilan FC have got 20 points after 12 matches, while JDT, with only 9 matches played, have 23 points. Meanwhile, Terengganu FC or TFC beat Sri Pahang FC 2-1 in another Super League match at the Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin Stadium in Kuala Nerus, Terengganu. Mohamed Nafuzi Mohamed Zain's charges started well as they took the lead in the first minute through Liberian import striker Kepah Sherman. Tok Gajah squad came close to equalising 4 minutes later, but Kevin Ingresso's free kick was slightly off target. National team winger Muhammad Faisal Abdul Halim put in the second for TFC through a penalty kick in the 80th minute after he was brought down in the box. Although Sri Pahang FC closed the gap in the 86th minute through Abdul Malik Mat Arif, it was the third consecutive defeat and 7th defeat in 11 matches for Christoph Gamel's side. The victory was TFC's 4th win in 8 games, and the team are now in 5th place with 13 points, while Sri Pahang FC are in 11th place with 8 points. Badminton Association of Malaysia BAM Doubles Coaching Director Rexy Mainaki urged the men's doubles players to shake off the syndrome of losing in the semi-finals and finals of a tournament. Puzzled at the peculiar streak, he said the national representatives, especially the number 1 doubles pair of Aaron Chia and So Woo Yik, were capable of beating top players in the early stages of competition, but often bottomed out when they reached the semi-finals.
Tapi ini memang yang harus kita solve lah. Ya, kenapa kita punya player makin dekat ke title itu, hal-hal yang ada dalam fikiran mereka saya tak tahulah. Fikiran apa semua happen. Ya, seperti Afe itu benar-benar tak keluar dia punya game sama sekali. Ya, main tak bisa main net, semua depan net itu. Kita cakap apa ya? Dia sepatutnya main kan bisa tengok itu lawan sudah tunggu, lawan sudah main apa, asik kasih ke situ terus. Jadi macam main tak ada idea, main macam orang okey kamu hantam saya sajalah macam itu.
In the semi-finals of the Malaysia Open on Saturday, Aaron Woo Yik already led 18-14 in the first set against the reigning 2021 world champions Takuro Hoki and Yugo Kobayashi, but lost 21-23, 9-21. Meanwhile, another national doubles pair, Go Zifei and Nur Izzuddin Rumsani, seemed clueless when they lost 14-21, 12-21 to the world's 7th-ranked Fajar Alfian and Muhammad Rian Ardianto of Indonesia in another semi-final match. Today's updates at noon. In our top story today, Malaysia and Turkey set to further enhance bilateral ties. Tune in to News at 10 coming up at 10 p.m. on My Free Views saluran Berita RTM, channel 123. Now we leave you with a footage of kiteboarders showing off their spectacular skills in front of a Spanish sunset as the Big Air World Championships came to a close in Terima. Thank you for watching. I'm Mona Priya. Salam keluarga Malaysia.